Welcome friends, and let's go thrift store shopping for fall and Christmas decor. And then during the video, I'll show you how we can style all these seasonal finds. The thrift stores are treasure troves for unique and budget-friendly seasonal decor. And now, through early fall, is a great time to be browsing for autumn and Christmas items. In many stores through the year, they stock holiday items well before the season starts. Here's some classic staples that we're going to look for today. We're going to look for vintage ornaments, brass candlesticks, pine cones, garlands, ceramic pumpkins, vases, and wreaths. We're just going to get out there and see what kind of treasures we can find to decorate our homes for the upcoming fall and holiday season. Always keep a lookout for pewter and copper items. They make great fall decor and DIYs. Copper brings a rich, cozy warmth that works beautifully in autumn decor. Some styling ideas for copper mugs and kitchenware. You can use these on your hot cocoa bars or put some floral centerpieces in those. Copper pots and pans are another great item to look for. You can hang these on the wall for a rustic kitchen vibe or use as a centerpiece base filled with fall greenery. Silver, copper, or pewter pieces, they also pair well with neutrals, plaids, velvet, or amber glass to create a cozy fall palette. You can mix natural textures with these like wood and linen to balance the metallic shine. You can group items in threes or odd numbers for visual interest in vignettes and shelves. Also be on the lookout for some beautiful glassware. Look in some really pretty cozy warm tones, and also be on the lookout for some candlesticks. Mix and match all these. These will make a beautiful tablescape for autumn and also Christmas time. Be on the lookout for vintage wooden items. It is always great to mix new with old. Wood items, they bring such warmth, coziness, and a natural charm, and they're perfect for seasonal styling. You can change this piece out, add some beautiful throws and some beautiful pillows, and you can also put this in your kitchen to store pots and pans. More wood elements that make great seasonal items are crates. Anything wooden, that adds such a nice texture and element to any of your seasonal styling, and especially for autumn and Christmas time. Wooden crates or boxes, you can stack these on shelving or fill with your mums, your blankets, or your pumpkins. Vintage items like this old fishing can, this makes a great styling piece. You can fill this with ornaments, pine sprigs, and wrap your gifts and put a few gifts in it. It just makes a great centerpiece base or some shelf decor. Throughout the cooler seasonal months, incorporate candle holders and candles. Get some unique pieces. You can add florals to these, or you can put LED or real candles in these to add such a beautiful ambiance to your home to make it really cozy and warm. The thrift store and yard sales are treasure troves for unique dishware that can be styled for seasonal display, centerpiece, or functional tablescapes. Autumn and Christmas seasonal dishware, they can be stacked in hutches or open shelving. For the autumn season, look for mixed-matched earth tone plates and mugs. Around Christmas time, be looking for some snowflake patterns, holly, plaid, or Santas. These make great styling pieces for open shelves or use in your hot cocoa bar displays. You can mix your solids with your festive patterns for a collected look, and you can display on plate racks, tiered stands, and hutches. You can use holiday serving platters or trays as centerpiece bases with candles and greenery, and you can prop up in the background of open shelving or buffets. You can group the dishware by color or pattern for visual harmony, and you can mix vintage with new for a layered, curated look. Another great accent piece to be looking for autumn and Christmas is baskets and wicker items. You can style these around autumn with mini pumpkins, dried florals, or plaid throws. You can spray paint or stain for a warmer fall tone. Now is a great time to be on the lookout for some beautiful Christmas ornaments and decorations. If you want to go sparkly or classic, the thrift store can have you covered. They have aisles of seasonal decor at my thrift store, and you can find just about anything if you just keep digging and looking. Now, this is a great way to add new with old. If you love that look and that is the style you're going for, I think the thrift store would be a great place to find some really unique decor items. Now that we've shopped the thrift store, now let's go back home. I'm going to show you some things that I brought home and some DIY makeovers for Christmas in the autumn season. The first item I want to show you is how to style is going to be trays. They are great for the fall and the Christmas season, and they add such a cozy home decor centerpiece for all of our vignettes. I have a couple of trays already on hand that I have already picked up at a thrift store. One I painted gold last year. This one right here is still its original patina. I'm going to leave it just like it is because I love that dark patina, especially around the ornate rim. But I'm going to take some chalk paint and I'm going to go in the center, and very carefully I'm going to give it a couple of layers of chalk paint and cover that center. Now I'm going to take a paint inlay, and if you're not familiar with paint inlays, this is a great way to get a beautiful graphic design on a piece and make it look like it is something that you purchased in a store. You want to give it another layer of paint, and you usually want to use chalk paint for your paint inlays. You want to cut your design down to fit your desired base, and then you want to go in and put it with the paint inlay down into that paint. Because what's going to happen is that paint inlay is going to go into that paint, and it's going to transfer onto the base into that wet paint. You want to roll it down really good, work it down with your fingers just to make sure the paint inlay is in that paint really well. You want to keeping it really moist. I use a spray bottle and just slightly mist it, and then go over and tap off a lot of the excess water with a napkin. Let that dry really well, and once it's dry, mist it again, tap it down with a little napkin or a dry rag, and then peel back your paint inlay. Look what a beautiful design that we now have on this beautiful tray. Another tray I wanted to show you because I had two paint inlay pumpkin designs. This tray was painted gold last year for the Christmas time. I just went over it again with my white chalk paint and gave it a couple of layers. Once that is dry, then you want to go in with another wet layer before you apply your paint inlay. Make sure to always place your paint inlay graphic face down into the paint. Once you have it placed down into the wet paint, just make sure to roll over it really well with a brayer, or you can use your fingers. You just want to make sure that all of that paint inlay is down into that paint really well. Then the next step is you want to let this dry really well. You can also use a blow dryer to speed up the process. Once it is completely dry, mist back over it with a little bit of water just to dampen it, and then you can peel back your beautiful design. One of the items that I told y'all about to be on the lookout for the autumn and Christmas season is mugs, copper mugs. You know, you can find these in pewter, copper, metal. These make great accent pieces through the cooler months. You can display these on your cocoa bar. You can put these on your trays that we just made. But you know, you retail these can run up into the $30 range. I found some for $1.99. So be on the lookout for some beautiful copper mugs. Now, something else that I brought home off the Christmas aisle was this garland. This is a snowflake garland and originally sold at Home Goods. I purchased it for $1.99. I thought there was only 4 in this box, but y'all, there was 8 up under the top layer. So we get 8 beautiful wood snowflakes. So many things that you can do with these. You can always use it as garland and string this along your mantle, or just, across a bookshelf. Now, I'm just going to cut mine up, and I usually do this with my garlands. I usually cut mine up and use some of these ornaments as bow filler. You can leave some of the twine hangers on these, hang these on your Christmas tree as Christmas ornaments, or hang these from wreaths. Something I found at the thrift store were these beautiful framed pieces of floral artwork. Now these are vintage, they're old. I love the frames they are in because I'm really embracing the gold right now. So this is something that you can incorporate in your home for all the seasons, not just Christmas and autumn. But look at the beautiful gold on these frames. I don't have to do anything to these. Now I found this beautiful sofa table book, and this is another thing to be on the lookout for at your thrift stores is books, and especially sofa table books. If you don't want to set these out on your sofa table, you can always go through and use the designs and the graphic in these because they have some really large pages. A lot of times it's really hard to print out 11 by 14 graphics, but sofa table books are the perfect size to cut out some designs in this book and put these in some of your 11 by 14 frames. That way you don't have to send, a download to Staples or CVS or somewhere and get it printed larger. Just go through some of your sofa table books and see if you got some beautiful designs and artwork in it that we can take and put in some beautiful thrifted frames. The beautiful sofa table book that I purchased was at a churchyard sale for $5. The vintage frames I got at the thrift store, and they were very easy for me to take the back off. I just went around with a razor blade and I cut around the brown paper, removed it, and then I took that beautiful graphic that's in them, and I'm just going to put it back in the frame once I get my fall graphics put in. Now you can decorate these and put any kind of seasonal graphic in these frames that you want to, and that's a lovely part of finding some really budget-friendly frames. They are so versatile, and like I've always told y'all, this is probably one of the most budget-friendly decor items you can have in your home is frames, because you can change out the graphics whenever you want to. Using a razor blade, I carefully cut several of the graphics out of the book. I'm going to give you several options of some of the beautiful graphics that was in this one sofa table book and how beautiful these look for the autumn season. Do you remember while we were at the thrift store, I told you to keep an eye out for wicker items? Look at this beautiful cornucopia or horn of plenty basket. This has little feet on it, and as you can see, that one was $34.95 online. I paid $1.99 for this one. This is such a fun vessel to decorate for the autumn and Thanksgiving season. Not only did I score some copper mugs at the thrift store, but I also found this beautiful copper potpourri dish. This has the lid and everything. At first I thought it was a fondue pot, but I looked it up and it's actually a potpourri dish. This right here, I think you can purchase it online around the $19.99 range, but I think I paid $2.99 for mine. I absolutely love the patina on it. It's got some vintage distressing, so I'm going to leave that. But I'm just going to show you how beautiful copper pairs with some beautiful autumn florals. So I hope all of y'all will be on the lookout right now in July at yard sales and thrift stores for some beautiful autumn and Christmas decor. Make sure to check out the thrift store for your copper, your trays, your wicker items, your Christmas ornaments, all kinds of decorations, because now is the time that people are cleaning things out and they're getting rid of those type items. And not only is it so much fun to go and dig and just see what kind of treasures you can find, it's also fun when you know that you're saving money and you're getting things a lot cheaper than at the retail stores. I hope y'all enjoyed going shopping with me and looking for autumn and Christmas time decor pieces. You know you can go out shopping now. Like I've always told y'all, in July is a perfect time to be looking for fall and Christmas decorations for our home. So as always, I love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all come back next Wednesday for a brand new video because we are going to get into the decorating mode, especially with fall around the corner.